Now we're live. Hi, everybody.
Hello,
It's me and the
Ghost.
Claude. How are you today?
I'm fine. And how are you?
I'm fine too.
I wonder who is going to come on
Uh,
the show.
yeah. Mr. Marvel's in the comments earlier.
Hmm. Was that before the show started?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she can come on now.
Yeah. I'll put the link in the comment.
Yeah.
I made sure sent the link to you.
Yeah.
What's her name? Yeah. What do you think of what they said about you earlier? Do you think they're out to get you?
Yeah. Well, obviously I threaten their, or they feel threatened, because I don't actually ever threaten them, but they feel threatened by a channel that dares to ask the hard questions.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
my
They
channel,
fear the ball.
if my channel was, cuddling up to Mr. Ovend, like our Slickerleys does, then they would love me. But I'm not going to do that. I won't get down on my knees for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've noticed you've been
If you
making
want, you
lots
can
of
share that. Oh, go ahead.
you've been making lots of
Go
videos
ahead.
yourself, which is very good.
Oh, thank you. Uh, what do you think of that one video I made? Called Adventureland.
Yes, yeah. Do the real tour with Dr. Flo, with Dr. Balls. That would be the real tour.
Yeah, I can imagine a land where you're or millions of different quads, like a planet of the quads.
Planet of
You
the
imagine a world
Clouds.
like yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes and Planet of the Clouds. And another planet, Planet of the Balls.
That would be funny.
Maybe the moon would be rising over the balls.
Would the Earth be flat or triangle shaped?
Well, one of those clowns thinks it's flat. No, I think all the planets are that sort of roughly that globe shape. Everything we see shows everything to be that shape. The stars, the planets. Just because one of them has a little telescope, he thinks, oh, jeez, such a joke.
He's a jerk of a jerk. He's just a jerk.
It is a joke by Jax. Sorry about my pronunciation. A jerk by
Oh,
Jax.
that's all right.
Sounds very similar.
Uh, yeah, that or that was funny. What eight and oh yeah. What do you think of that one guy who has a lady god?
What kind of god?
Lady god.
Oh, lady god. Oh, well,
Rex.
yeah, that's up to him. Well, I mean, why? The
What if
idea that God is a male is just an artificial construct. It's from the days when the men were the boss and women had to just do what they were told. And
oh,
it's seen today in Dinosaur Adventureland. Kent would hate to have a woman telling him what to do. He would hate it. In fact, he talks about his current marriage is so great because all Sandra wants to do is roll over and be his wife. Have her tummy tickled or whatever else, you know? And he's
Oh,
happy. If the
for the
woman
tummy?
has an opinion, well, it's different.
For the tummy?
Sorry, what?
For the tummy? Sorry.
Tummy tickle. Oh, yes, it's just an expression. Having the tummy
Yeah, no.
tickled, yeah.
But,
Yes.
Claude, how many hours do you have on your thingamajiggy? Do they only allow you to have a couple
20.
hours? Oh.
20 a month.
Oh. Do you still have any hours left?
But I can, I can obviously don't have to have the good thing is about having different people holding the shows. Doesn't matter. I don't have to be the boss of my show. I'm not like Kent. I don't have to be the boss. Yeah, don't worry me.
Oh, that's good. What would you do if you found out actually you came from the planet of the Claude, where they used their hair before the world was exploded,
Well, probably
and you land?
a planet
We
of
see.
Claudes would be very, very intelligent beings, I would imagine. And
Yeah.
they would come to, and they would be kind to everybody on Earth, except the ones that were manipulators and people. They would not be kind to them. But if they're a good person, yes, they're going to be kind.
Oh. Will you take them all on?
In a debate, yeah, one hand behind my back, half my brain
And
lobotomized, and I could still take them on any topic, one topic at a time. They go first. What else does he say?
Banana. Wait, I looked that up. Humans are 95% like a dog with DNA,
Really? Oh.
like a cat. Does that
Wow,
blow your mind?
it does. And it blows the mind of the scientists. But
Yeah.
the creationists just say,
Oh, what do you think of what? Go ahead.
no, you go ahead, yeah.
Okay. What do you think what Skyler said that they found some Gomorrah and that they found those sulfur balls there and that scientists couldn't explain it, so they're converting it to Christianity? That's what Skyler said. Is that
Sounds
true?
like a big story to me. I mean, they could have found some area where they think Sodom and Gomorrah were. I mean, archaeologists find areas all the time, and they dig in the areas and they find some clay pots and things. And I mean, if there used to be sulfur bowls there would be sulfur bowls now, but that wouldn't be the only place to have sulfur bowls. But as for the scientists not explaining it and going, oh my God, I can't explain it. Oh, that must mean God did it. And that's rubbish. It doesn't stack up. Could be any number of explanations. Sounds to me just like a more Hoven type nonsense.
I think it's from Ron White.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't believe anything he said. Is
Who's this
Deviant
guy?
Outcast, is she coming on, the Outcast lady today?
I sent the link to her. Hello. I left. Yeah, I
And
sent the link to her.
yeah, and is the big bad, the maman, is she going to come?
Yeah. Hello, June.
Who's June? Hello,
Are
June.
you there?
Oh, gone. Who is June? I don't know her.
I have no idea.
One of your girlfriends. Huh?
It's in the link. Your girlfriend. You get all the ladies.
No, no, no. Your girlfriend.
It's in the link to Big Bad Mama and
All right.
the Outcast.
They might be able to come on.
But who was that? Are you June?
No, I can't be on two people at once.
God. But what
Yeah.
do you do if they? Oh, how's a different name?
Oh,
Lucky.
June's. If what happens? If
Are you
yeah.
there? I think I know who that is.
Oh.
I think that might be Brother Pike. He does that sometimes.
Oh.
Uh,
And
what do you do? They
he
okay.
often has a bad connection, so it could be Brother Pike or
Yeah.
Sister June. Hmm.
Yeah. What if it turned? They did found Sam Gomorrah, and they found those sulfur balls, and turns out they're your long lost cousin.
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it means anything or not. I have to look more into it. You know.
If they Ron Wyatt, they said he also found Noah's Ark.
Well, he's found about everything, hasn't he? Some rubbish.
Yeah.
You know, he's found every. You know.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what does it say? Sodom and Gomorrah. They were two biblical towns, weren't they? And they were destroyed by God.
Yeah.
Their Abraham God for their wickedness, because they must have been very, very wicked. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe picking their noses or whatever. I don't know. And yeah, so he got angry with them and he destroyed them. He sent the two angels to destroy the Sodom and got welcomed into the house by Lot. And but all of the men of the town surround the house and demand that he surrender the visitors so they may know them. And then Lot offers his daughters up for them to do whatever. It's a very naughty story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if? Mhm. What do you think? Yeah, they said about you or something. That's not nice. They feared the balls.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
You could, if you want, you could share it and talk about it if you want.
Yeah, well, but can I share?
Yeah, you know, go down there by the plus man, the three dots. Click on it. Go up the share screen.
Well, when I do that, like I go up, three dots, and it only gives me edit name, video settings, or change avatar. I don't have any other dots. Yeah.
Is
And
it
that's up
you
at
went
the
by
top
the
of the
plus
screen.
man?
I don't have anything down the bottom of the screen at all.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, is it because you are the channel owner, so maybe you have that Big Bad Mama is here.
Hi,
Big Bad
everybody.
Mama.
I only got about probably 15 or 20 minutes, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Do you know how to share stuff on here? Can you
You
share that
go
one
down to
video?
go down to the three dots at the bottom.
Well, see, my three dots
Yeah.
are at the top of the
Okay,
screen.
go to those.
Yeah. and then it's alongside by the network connection sign.
And it should say share screen, right?
No, it just gives edit name, video settings, or change avatar.
Huh. Let's see.
Who's someone called Mrs. Bowles has appeared on the chat.
Oh, good.
Who's Mrs. Bowles?
Your wife.
Oh, God. I'm worried. I wonder who it is.
It's Hovland. You want me to share something, or?
Yeah, that one video.
Oh, Logan, can you do it? It's your video, right?
I like to, but it's on my I'm on my phone. It doesn't allow me to do that on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm on my phone too. Let's see.
You know, I'm on my computer, so
Oh.
I can't understand why my screen doesn't have the 3 dots that you have. It must be a conspiracy.
Oh, guy.
I'm not a technological genius
I'm
here.
just going to type in how to share screen on Restream.
Have you guys seen?
Is that Dustin?
What?
Did you hear that? I heard something.
Yeah, I think
Dustin
Ghost
Mustin?
was perhaps trying to play that video, and
Oh,
Dustin.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Logan. I didn't do anything here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't share. Screen sharing's not supported by this device. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
Claude,
That's crazy.
it's I think you're the only one on a computer.
Yeah, well, and I don't have the 3 dots that does anything. So.
What's at the bottom? Does it have the camera and the microphone and the 3 dots?
No, it has the private chat at the bottom, and at the top on the left, it has camera thing for Claude Bowles, and it has the microphone not muted, and you're in the show, and it also has a connection, network connection. It's got 4 bars. Yeah, and then next to that is 3 dots, gives edit name, video settings, change avatar. I can check what video settings is. No.
Oh, my 3 dots is a menu, it says. And then it has extra camera, share screen, local video, presentation settings.
Wow, you're lucky.
Yeah, but I can't do it on my phone, so I'm not even. And there's no way to move to my computer now, unfortunately. It would take too long.
Yeah, no.
Well, we'll try it later.
The glaciers pushing down on the center of the landmass, then creating.
Well, he's got the audio. That's all we need.
Down on the center of the landmass.
It sounds like that one. It sounds like that video that I had the discussion with Dustin of.
Oh, you want me to just play that video about the attack of the balls?
Yeah, play.
Yeah, you can play the audio.
You know, I'm going to email you a screenshot of my screen too, so you can tell me why mine doesn't have it. I will send you a screenshot of my screen by email.
Okay.
Oh.
Have you guys seen how many videos Claude has made about Kim Hoban? I think he's in love. He is a Frenchman. Dude, he's a Frenchman and he's very passionate. I agree.
Dude, Ken Hovind, like, and Claude, like, I really need to arrange, like, a marriage thing or something.
Get
like
together, yeah. Hovind doesn't even know Claude exists. I agree.
I mean,
Michael Bradley in the comment section.
Though, like, we need to somehow quail this because it's sad.
I told you, man. They don't have a problem. They don't have a problem with Ken Hovind. They just have a problem with God. Like that's really what it comes down to.
I think there's a little bit of jealousy that he has a successful YouTube channel and they don't.
No, it's not.
I really do.
It's not that, my brother. When Ken Hovind started, YouTube didn't exist at all. Yeah. And people were creating websites against him. And he had counted like 200 websites against him. So now we are in this new realm of YouTube. So it's the same thing happening. All they're doing, they're trying to find different strawmans and ad hominems to attack him on different points because they cannot touch the main point. And what he's asking for years now is one evidence for evolution that is not fabricated. Oh, well, you are ugly. You have a very big nose. Or anything. So he's just another nobody that instead of going out and having a life, just wants to attack the truth. That's all. It's not even personal. Like if Ken Hovind stops, he will stop attacking him. It's not personal. And by the way, welcome, Stump. Ah, come on. Hello, brother.
That's probably it, I think, right?
Hey, can you hear me? I'm in the car, so I'm going to be listening mostly.
Something needs to be done. We have to stop the balls rolling. Yeah, the balls
That's when you know
are
you're doing
rolling.
something right.
Oh my goodness. Now, I see Mrs. Balls in the comments here. There you are, Claude. Do you think Mrs. Balls is missing Maud?
Mrs. Balls could be, and I don't want to offend anybody here, but could this be Fanny?
Possibly. Or it's kind of.
I mean, what about little testicle and ballin'?
Yeah, that could be the. Yeah, right.
Someone kind of came in here as June something, and
It
some
wouldn't
other
be.
name.
It wouldn't be Christian for sure. Oh, see this?
Maybe. Mrs. Balls could be. So I don't know if the maybe who. Hey, maybe who? Maybe missing Maud. I think that's my prediction. Oh no! Wait a minute.
Uh-oh, now you're going to get Mrs. Balls upset.
Okay. So
And you're the one that has to. You're the one that has to deal with it.
Maybe it's that skier. What's that lady skier's name? Fanny Schmeling. You heard of her?
No.
Yeah. Well, it's
Who?
a famous Fanny Schmeling.
Oh, a famous skier.
Fanny Schmel. Yeah, and she's a famous skier, but her name is a bit unfortunate, you know.
Logan, your system is having a meltdown.
Why?
All right.
Oh, it just was making some weird noise.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
But yeah, someone named June Che come in here.
I think my
Was it
guess is correct,
Claude?
Claude.
It's Fanny. Okay. Yes.
You're going to have to go home and face her.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll be in trouble again. Oh, I can, you know, all the ladies.
Oh.
Mrs. Balls is upset now.
What?
No, she just blew you a kiss, is what she did.
Is that what that? Oh, right. Okay. As long as she doesn't blow too much, then I'm okay. Kent is quite big on the blowing the kiss, isn't he? You know, it's quite funny when he goes. On that one, in his latest video, at the end of it, he's going to someone.
Jeez.
Horrible. We were just talking about Gomorrah being discovered before you came on.
What were you talking about?
Well, apparently Logan says someone claims to have discovered Sodom and Gomorrah. And I
Oh,
think
Yeah,
it was
Skyler
Ron
said
Wyatt.
that.
any of those cities could be, any of them could be places.
I don't think there's any evidence that there was even a place called Sodom and Gomorrah.
Well, there were two
Um,
places. One was Sodom, and the other was Gomorrah. Gonorrhea. Do you think we get the name gonorrhea from that? Sodom and Gomorrah.
well, we get
Gonorrhea?
sodomy from there,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gomorrah, yeah,
Skyler
but
said
it's
they
Gomorrah. I don't know. I don't think so, but it's a good question. What's that, Logan?
yeah, Skyler said they found it and a lot of scientists couldn't explain it, so they're converting to Christianity. And Skyler said, why aren't they converting to Judaism? Something like that. What do you think?
Well, I doubt that what he said was true about a bunch of scientists found sulfur balls and converted to Christianity. So I would need a citation for that statement. Otherwise, it's just a guy on the internet saying that it's true.
And his buddy, of course, Steven said he found pieces of stuff from there, like from Noah's Ark and
Well, I know that.
other stuff.
So I know that Skylar was saying, well, what would Mrs. Ron Wyatt have to gain by spreading her husband's fantasy stories? And my answer would be she's still selling all the merchandise from her husband in order to make money. And that's what she has to gain by keeping up the facade that he created.
Would you ever debate Skyler over that?
No,
Oh, I'm not debate, a discussion.
no. In fact, I already discussed Ron Wyatt on somebody's show. And I don't know.
Was it with
I think I
Dustin?
went into some detail. It might have even been on Claude's show. I don't remember.
Would yeah, Dustin said he would like the discussion with you again.
Yeah, that might happen.
Yeah, just say and you guys can anytime you
Sure.
want. And Brother Pike like have a discussion with Mark about here's two topics. One will be about the Daniel week, other about the Trinity.
Oh, okay. Does Mark want to come on
Yeah,
and
we think.
discuss that with Christian?
Yeah, he's the one who it was his
Oh,
idea
okay.
for the
Well,
Daniel week.
schedule it.
Yeah, they do. What would you ask them about? Like first the Daniel week. Debate.
I have to admit that I don't believe any of that is literally a
I mean, what
prediction
would
or a prophecy. So,
what would be your question for it?
I mean, I wouldn't want to get into too much of a discussion about it because I would maintain that it's not actually referring to a literal historic event or to a future event. But that would be the extent of my argument. I mean, I don't see any. I think most so-called prophecies in the Bible are pretty vague. And I think a lot of the New Testament was written purposefully to show that it tried to adhere to Old Testament prophecy so that it would make the New Testament look more valid for people to worship.
What would you ask him, Claude?
I think we've lost Claude, or he's muted.
Oh,
Maybe he would. Maybe he's with
I think
Mrs.
he might-
Balls.
what would I ask who?
They have a debate over Daniel's week. What would you ask him about?
Daniel, there's a Oh, I don't know who he is.
In the Bible. You ask, is that Daniel Wig really talk about Jehovah being evil? Okay.
Well, what's the problem with
That's-
Daniel then? Daniel in the lion's den.
I'm just joking. Oh, God.
Oh,
That's the same one that he's talking about, though, Claude. That because there's a prophecy supposedly in there that Christians take to mean when, I think, when Jesus is coming back.
oh.
Mrs.
Well,
Ball
they're
again.
always
Balls.
predicting that.
Did you email Mrs. Balls?
No, but I've had some emails from the mod, so maybe it's a.
Okay.
Is Mrs. Ball sounds like
What do
Mrs.
you do if they,
Yeah.
what do you say?
Mrs. Balls sounds like Mrs. Santa Claus. Yeah. Mrs.
Oh.
Balls sounds
Well,
like
if it-
Mrs. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Well,
Okay, call you
some
Santa
people think
Claus?
so. Yeah, well, it's
Well,
the
what do you think
name
of that?
sounds similar.
What do you think what they were talking about on there?
Talking about. You mean
You know
Providence
that
guys?
Stephen and them?
Ah,
Yeah.
load of let's just more of the same thing. I think they're very envious. It doesn't really matter.
They try to say, oh, they should set you up for marriage, I guess. Be Hoven 5, I guess. Is that true? What do you think, Big Bad Mama? They're crazy. But Big Bad Mama, are you there? It's like you're muted.
Big Bad Mama, come in, please.
Oh, hey, I'm looking at your screenshot right now, Claude.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks completely different from, I don't even recognize anything on there.
Yeah. So
Um,
maybe
That's
in different
weird.
parts of the world, there's different licenses or.
yeah, I don't,
there, Claude?
it looks different.
Yes, Ghost.
Yeah. Would you ever debate Steven over Ken?
Yes. Anytime.
Oh.
Bring it on. One hand tied behind my back. And I would only need a quarter of my brain to give him an even chance.
Uh-huh.
And you'll beat him at
Oh.
chess, too.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but I can debate him about all sorts of things about Kent, no problem. As long as he goes first, one topic at a time.
Guys, I'm gonna get moving. I gotta go meet a friend and go take a walk, but if you're
Okay.
still on after I get back, I'll come back on. If not, I'll see you guys later.
I've only got about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Are you going to come on later, Ghost?
I don't know. Maybe.
See how it goes.
We'll see how it
Okay.
goes.
I will
See you
say
guys.
goodbye too. Then.
Bye.
See you, Mr. Ghost Man. Bye.
See ya. Bye. Goodbye, everyone.